discuss a topic analyzing unstable judgment in the case of live-in relationship. So we have to understand what is live-in relationship. Live-in relationship is an arrangement or an agreement between a couple who live together under one roof for a long period of time on a permanent basis. The advantage of these type of relationship is this: in this relationship the couple is not legally bound to each other and can break off their commitment if they want to at any time. The disadvantage of this relationship is partners can face challenges like lack of rights, authorities over marital and inherited property, funeral and burial arrangements. Another disadvantage is that the negative effect on the children born out from such relationship. इस रिलेशनशिप को आज भी हमारी सोसाइटी में एक टैबू की तरह देखा जाता है, जैसे कि ग्रामीण इलाके जो हैं भारत के, वहाँ पे आज भी लिव इन रिलेशनशिप को एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी नहीं मिली है. बट रिसेंटली बाय मेकिंग मैनी रूलिंग्स द सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया गेव रिकॉग्निशन टू लिव इन रिलेशनशिप. The traces of live-in relationships can be found from the British era. In case A. Dinohamy versus W. L. Balahamy, the Privy Council stated that where a couple live together as husband and wife, the law will presume that they were legally living together in consequences of a valid marriage. Now we talk about the development of the live-in relationship in India. The Malimath Committee, which was set up in 2000 and filed its reports in 2003, the committee recommended to alter the meaning of word wife in section 125 CRPC and recommended to include the women who living together under this expression. The National Council for Women on 30th June 2008 also recommended to include women involved in live-in relationship under section 125 CRPC. Following these recommendations, now a woman living together for a reasonable period of time have the legitimate privileges as that of a wife and claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC. The Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005, considered to be the first legal act to recognize the existence of non-marital relationship. This act has added the category of relations in the nature of marriage, the definition of domestic relationship under section 2F of this particular act. Now we moving to the legitimacy of the child born out such relationship. Section 16(3) of Amended Hindu Marriage Act 1955 talks about the legitimacy of children born out such relationship. Another section is Section 114 of Indian Evidence Act, which says that if a couple living together or cohabiting some years without marrying to each other, court will presume that they are husband and wife and child born to their marriage is legitimate. This was held in the ruling of Supreme Court, namely SPS Bala Subramaniam versus Shrutayan. Now we move to the Supreme Court rulings on this topic. The first case was D. Veluswamy versus Pachaimal. 2010 का ये केस है. इस केस में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने लेट डाउन किए थे सर्टेन कंडीशंस टू रिकॉग्नाइज इन द नेचर ऑफ मैरिज. फर्स्ट कंडीशन है couple must hold themselves out to society as being akin to the spouses. Second condition, they must be of legal age to marry. Third, must be qualified to enter into a legal marriage including being unmarried. Fourth, they must have voluntarily cohabited, held themselves as spouses for a significant time. Second ruling is Indra Sharma versus V.K.V. Sharma. In this case, Supreme Court held that live-in marriage-like relationship is neither a crime nor a sin. Though socially unacceptable in this country, the decision to marry or not to marry or to have a heterosexual relationship is intentionally. नेक्स्ट केस इज लता सिंह वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ यूपी 2006 का एक केस है. इस केस में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने हेल्ड किया दैट टू कंसेंटिंग एडल्ट्स एंगेजिंग इन सेक्स इज नॉट एन ऑफेंस इन लॉ इवन दो इट मे बी परसीव्ड और it may be immoral in the society. By the recent landmark judgment of Joseph Sain versus Union of India in 2018 and Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India, Supreme Court paved the way for married couples and for the same sex couples to be in a live-in relationship.